got my rugby ball. Rugby ball. Gotta flip it that way. Flip it underhand. You can't throw it overhand unless you're throwing from the outside. Anyway, hey, good morning. It's Friday. It's 5 a.m. Mester Scrum. Hope you're all doing well today. And we are definitely late. It's 7:57. I gotta go to work. Way late today. Had to get rid of donating clothes and all stuff. The Purple Heart today, and going through the Christmas shop and stuff. So we're kind of going through making room as we get new stuff. Kids get new clothes, get rid of old clothes, make room. Don't want to hoard everything. Clean out the backlog. Anyway, this is 5 a.m. Mester Scrum. I'm Greg Mester, Scrum Master and Agile Coach, and we're here to talk about Scrum and Agile in a very practical and tactical way, and to get you home with family and friends. So hopefully you can enjoy the holidays and not have to do work all the time or cover stuff, or no one can take a vacation because everybody is a one depth level person, and we want to be able to get the work out to the customer and make some money for both you and the customer and your company, and have some fun along the way, and try not to de-stress. Try not to stress. De-stress. We want to de-stress. We don't want to stress. So it's Friday. I don't have any fortune cookies today because we didn't go out. I'll probably get one this weekend. I'll do a fortune cookie Saturday or something. Get a couple extras when we get some. It's movie night, so it's family night. Gonna be home with family, do some movie, and I got rugby ball. So this is a real rugby ball, right? Cool. Went and got it. When I was going out shopping for the kids and the wife and everything for Christmas, and I said I'm getting myself rugby ball, because I like rugby balls. Rugby balls, they fit really well. These are great talking sticks, by the way. So can you imagine if you had a brand new team, new Scrum team, you come into the Scrum team, you're a Scrum Master. Okay, we're gonna do Scrum. They're all like, what? He's got a real rugby ball. Now there's a lot of women rugby teams doing out there, so I don't want to hear any anybody saying that this isn't good for guys or girls, because actually the girls teams are really good, actually. Anyway, so you can bring in the rugby ball and do the talking stick. So if you're getting a team going, I mean, this is about $30, $34. You can get cheaper ones, but I wanted to get a nice one. It's got the USA Rugby team on it logo, so I kind of like that. But you can get one for like $18, $15. So it'd be really, next time I actually have to scrum a team that's co-located, I'm gonna pull this rugby ball in there on the first day and say, okay, we're doing daily scrum, and I'm gonna toss the ball to the person in the room and use this for a talking stick. That would really freak them out. It'd be so cool. Maybe I'd do it my next speaking engagement. I'll bring the rugby ball and they can toss it, and it's a real scrum ball, because everybody talks about scrum, but I bet you most people haven't been to a rugby game. Anyway, I used to play rugby. That's another story. So it's going to be a short show because it is Friday and I'm late and it's 8 o'clock. We got to get stuff posted. My old software for posting up the podcast isn't working too well. It used to work really easy. All of a sudden, it's just not wanting to work. I don't know if it's on YouTube side or the software side or whose side that's causing a problem. So I have to adapt at some point in time. So my podcast might be a day delay for this stuff until I figure out how I want to do this. But so we'll talk about one little thing. Talked about the rugby ball being awesome. This would be awesome. I'd be impressed if you Scrum Masters out there actually brought a rugby ball in and use this for your talking stick and for your rugby. We're going to do Scrum. Oh, shoot. He's really going to do rugby. I signed up for IT, not rugby. I don't have any pads. There's no pads in rugby. Where's my mouth guard? You really want to scare him? Wear a mouth guard. So put your mouth guard on. And when I was in college, I used to wrap tape around my ears. Maybe I might do that for one TikTok video. And it was funny. They thought I was crazy. So just want to talk about Daily Scrum, since we are bringing the rugby ball and the talking stick idea in there. And then something that came up the other day during one of my PI sessions. One day I'll just be doing all PI sessions, just helping people out and transition them in. So, one of the items I put in the metrics, when we mentioned that a couple episodes ago, is how long a task takes. And I usually build a little metric board that says any task that takes more than 2 days gets flagged. Everybody sees it, And I was chatting with a gentleman who was just new to Scrum and hasn't done it, doesn't know about daily Scrum and how to report, and they're a Kanban team, and how do you break the work down? And we were talking about, well, you want to break it down so that you can show that you're progressing through the work, through the week. You don't want a task that lasts 5 days. You want a task that lasts a day or so, and just break down where it makes sense from you as a developer. Like, do this. So that way, a couple of things. One is like CYA, right? Cover your butt. I'm like, yeah, maybe a little bit, but it's also about communicating in a team. So I was like, what happens if you got a 5-day task, right? And we're gonna do 5. I'm just gonna put one task in there for 5 days. It's gonna take me 5 days. What if you get sick one day, right? And you can't do it, and there's no clear stopping point of where you're working, right? What if it's one day and you're sick and you're out, no one's gonna really worry about it. Fine, you'll be here tomorrow, then you can pick up what you got. But what if you got the flu and you're out for like 2 or 3 days and your sprint's a 1 week sprint or a 2 week sprint? I mean, 3 days is 30% of your sprint. And your team made a promise that you would deliver something to the customer. So my point is breaking it down in a logical sequence where it would break so other people in your team would understand what that would be. Like if you had to do, 5 screens or something like that, and you broke your task down to each screenshot, maybe 2 at a time. First task is like 2, that'll take me a day. Next day I'll take another 2, and then another one will take me a third one. So you got the 5. This way, at least, if you are sick or you had to go do something or something happened in the family, like, people have family emergencies, they got to go do it. The other people on the team would be able to pick up where you were left off and get in there and do what they need to do to finish your code. And you want those clean little breakpoints. Like, I built all the databases so they can see what you did, and now all I got to do is finish some connections and things like that. And then whoever has to come on and finish the work can kind of clearly see what you did and where you're at. And that's the kind of point of the tasks. The other thing is you want to be able to tell your coworkers when you're going to finish something and hand it off to the next person, right? So they're looking for you to tell them, not that I'm still working on something, because I'm going to tell you right now, from a personal opinion, when someone tells me I'm working on a task, same task for 5 days, I go, what the hell are you? I mean, what? Right? What's going on? Now, here's the other point. So let's say, and there's a lot of work that comes down and stuff comes in from a production or daily, work in progress kind of thing, or business as usual issues, production bugs, all kinds of stuff comes up. So you write down, it's like you estimate it's going to take 2 days to do this job. And you're in daily Scrum and you realize it's taken more than 2 days. But the whole group needs to get the stuff done. So the idea is that your team should offer to you, hey, you said this is going to take 2 days. I know, but I've been so distracted. I got all these calls coming in from the customer. We got to do this and that and the other thing. Ideally, in the most wonderful world of Scrum, the way it should work is you say that at the daily Scrum that I'm not going to get this stuff done in the original 2 days that I originally estimated. And what the other team member should do, hey, you get your stuff done. Any production issues, come send them to us. We'll take the production issues off your plate so you can get your work done today and finish that task. That is the way a daily Scrum is supposed to operate. That's how it's supposed to work. So you got an issue, you're blocked, you're getting sabotaged by a bunch of stuff coming in, because it happens all the time. Don't give me this, oh, we'll do one. When stuff comes, right? You get these production issues. Ideally, in the wonderful world, in the world of Scrum and teammates, your teammates would say, hey, look, I know you got to get that stuff done. It's a little bit behind schedule, and we need to get that stuff in testing before we're done. Don't do any production stuff or doing calls. If you get any of them, send it to me or send it to Jimbo or Sally or whatever, and we'll take that work on. You finish the task you got so we can finish that story. That is the way a Scrum team is really supposed to operate. I haven't really seen it. I've seen it a little bit here and there, where people offer to do that. I have seen it, not as much as I would like, but that's why you have that 2-day thing, and your whole Scrum team should really come up to you and go, "Hey, man, the task is taking more than 2 days to get done, and or no, what's causing problems? What's eating you, right? What's keeping work from getting done?" And then you tell them, and then they say, "Okay, well, let me see if I can help you with that, or maybe I can do part of that task for you, or can we break it down, split the task in two? You do half, I'll do the other half, so we can get it done, and go on to the next job." That's how it's supposed to be. That's Scrum, right? That's teamwork. So with that, I'm gonna let it go. It's Friday. I will do a fortune cookie day another day. And again, wouldn't it be cool to get a Scrum ball for Scrum? That would have blew my mind. Should do that. If I ever teach a Scrum class, I'm bringing a rugby ball with me. I ain't gonna bring this anyway, because why not? I don't know. I played rugby. It was fun. I enjoy it. I love the rugby game. Anyway, and I know, Scrum is not rugby. It's IT. Anyway, you all have fun. Have an awesome Friday. Thumbs up if you like our show. We're only going to do the one thing. Hit the little bell so that you can get notifications in YouTube. We're on all the podcasts. We're all on social media. Please like and subscribe. Share where you can. Be great. We'd appreciate it. And you know what? Happy Scrumming. Have an awesome Friday, awesome weekend. We are going to be on Saturday and Sunday. Still debating on Christmas whether or not we're going to do the show, but we're doing every show. This is show number 151. Thank you for the compliments about doing 150 shows yesterday. Appreciate that. Keep those ideas flowing and comments and questions. All right. Take care. Have an awesome weekend. See you hopefully Saturday and Sunday. Take care. Bye. Enjoy your Friday. Take care.